Hello, Mrs. Talkington here. I'm going to show you how to make Rapunzel's tower. You're going to need a cardboard tube, some purple paper, some white paper, a bowl or a small plate to draw around, a milk bottle lid, some scissors, a hole punch if you've got one, a black pen, green pen and some glue. There we go. You're ready to start. We're going to start with the purple paper to make the roof. Now don't worry if you haven't got any purple paper, you could use any colour paper or you could have white paper and you could colour it in yourself. So that's where we need the bowl. We're going to put the bowl onto the paper and we're going to draw around it to get our circle shape. So hold it still, take the bowl off and you've got your circle to copy. You're ready. So now cut around the line really carefully. Make sure you keep your fingers away from the points of the scissors. There we go. Let's get rid of that. We've got our circle. Now, we don't need the whole circle, so I'm going to show you a little trick. We're going to fold our circle in half and press the lines, just gently. And then we're going to fold it the other way so we make a cross. So get those lines to match up. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut out 1/4. So I'm going to just draw on here so you can see. So I'm going to draw on that line and I'm going to draw on that line. And we're going to cut all of that bit out. So we're going to cut to the middle on that line and stop. Cut to the middle on that line and stop. Get rid of that bit, that's the bit we don't need. And then when you pull it together, you make your roof shape. You've made your cone. So we're not going to glue it together just yet because we're going to draw our bricks on it. Now you can do it in different ways. You could do it like I did in the drawing video. You could draw lots and lots of circles, or you could just draw little bricks on their own. Now I'm going to have a go at drawing little circles to show you how to do it. And another one on the outside of that. And keep going. So the circles get bigger and bigger. You might want to draw around maybe a roll of sellotape. You might have other things at home that are circle shape. I'm just going to be really careful and try and draw it by using my eye to look at the shape. There we go. And we're going to draw those brick shapes on again. So there we go. I'm going to do it really quickly because we know how to do this now, don't we? Drawing bricks in between. Not so quickly that I make a mistake though. Let's go back round this way. I've missed one out there. And I've missed some bricks out in the middle altogether, haven't I? There we go, another brick there. That should do. Because when we're going to join it together with our glue, put a little line of glue along one edge. Because that's where we're going to join it together. Just a little bit of glue, and then as you fold it round, you make your cone. So give it a little press, and can you see how you've made those bricks now to make your roof? And we'll put that onto one side for it to dry while we make everything else. Okay. Now for the next part, we're going to need our tube. Now we're going to need the whole tube because the tower's really tall. So a big tube if you've still got one. Maybe a kitchen roll tube is ideal for this. Now I'm going to cut a window in, and I've been thinking about maybe hurting my fingers if I poke a hole in myself. So I've got this special tool called a hole punch. Now I'm going to use this to show you how you can start off a hole. I've started a hole so I don't have to poke the scissors through and put my fingers the other way. I'm going to cut out the window shape. Let's see if this works. I thought of this just now. And cut the other way. Bit fiddly, You might want to draw your window shape on first before you cut it out. Up to you. I've got a bit of a window shape there. Now I need to just make that a bit nicer, make it a bit more of a curve. Just carefully cut in. So you could start it yourself and maybe get a grown-up to finish it off for you if you want. It's a little bit fiddly. There we go. We've got our window shape. So where Rapunzel looks out and shouts help. Right, so we've got that. Now in the story and in the books of Rapunzel, I've noticed that some of the tower is white and some of it is brick. Now I thought of a way of doing that. So we're going to need a white A4 piece of paper. Okay, just the ones that you'd have in your drawing pads. We're going to fold it in half. Press it down with your fingernail so you get a nice sharp line. Okay, and then you're going to cut it in half, right down the middle, down that line. And keep the other half because you're going to need that in a minute for something else. Now I've worked out that if you wrap this round a tube, it's exactly the same length as the tube, so you don't even have to cut it yourself. It's just the right size. Now we're going to get our pen or our pencil, and we're going to draw 2 lines down the outside. I'm going to do one wiggly line that way and one wiggly line that way, and that's the edge of the bricks, and that's where we're going to cut off. I'm going to get rid of those pieces. So I'm going to cut along that line. You can do it nice and slowly to make sure you follow it properly. Off that end. The wigglier the line, the harder it is to follow. Keep looking in my eyes and keeping my hand out of the way. My scissors are quite sharp, I don't want to poke myself. Keep going all the way to the end. You don't need those bits. Now these are the bits we're going to stick around our tube. Okay, now I think I want it. Do I want it that way or do I want it the other way? Let's have a think. I think I want it that way. Yeah, so I'm going to put lots and lots of glue on it. Glue all over. Let's move it out of the way of the light. Glue it all over, especially on those edges, because they're the bits that have got to stick down. Try not to get glue all over my table, make it sticky. Now with the window looking at you and that underneath, I'm going to wrap it round. Now I've got a tiny bit hanging off there. I don't think I'll put it on quite straight. Just trim it off, otherwise my tower won't stand up properly. I put enough glue on there? I don't think I have. A good stick down. So that's the bricks, the white with the plaster, and then the old bricks sticking out underneath. So that's when I'm ready with my pen, and I'm going to draw those lines. Now this time they can be straight because this is a cylinder, so we don't have to draw a curvy line to make it look like it's curvy because it already is. So we can just do stripes all over, like a bumblebee. Oh. Bit fiddly on a tube, isn't it? There we go. I'm going to draw our bricks on. Oh, let's stick to that. I must have put lots of glue on. And do lots of our bricks again, poking out. Lots of you probably seen the film Tangled with Rapunzel in, so you've probably seen this tower more than I have. You might have some of your own ideas to add to it. Or if you don't want to draw the bricks, you could stick some bricks on. You could cut out some brown paper. I just thought the cardboard tube was the right colour for it and save us doing lots and lots of colouring. There we go, the bricks hanging out of the white bit. Okay, now I was thinking about how you're going to play with this and how you could have a little character inside your tower. So we're going to make a seat. Do you remember when we made an aeroplane? We made the seats out of a milk bottle lid. Now I was wondering how I was going to let it hang inside so they could sit inside the tower. So if you get that piece of white paper that you had before and you cut a strip off like this, all you need to do is put your lid in the middle, pick it up carefully. We're going to sellotape it around. Now remember, if that lid is still a bit wet from washing, it might not stick, so you might need to go and dry it off. There we go, we don't need any glue, just a little bit of sellotape, hold that on. So we're going to put this inside the tube. Push it down. Keep pushing. We want it to be nice and tight. Keep pushing until it goes past the window. To twist it round. There we go. And I'm going to put some glue under there. A bit of glue there. Oh, come back. Oh, a little bit of glue on that side. Well, lots of glue, I think, because I don't want it falling down my tower. There you go, you can see the little seat inside. Now anything that's sticking out, you can trim off. Because you're ready to put your lid on, your roof on. Now I'm just going to use a little wooden person that I've got to show you what I mean. There we go, you can see the little person inside. That's not going to move now. Perhaps let it dry a bit longer before you play with it. Don't press too hard, because it's only holding on with that glue. Okay, now the last bit of this is putting the roof on, and I also wondered if it'd be nice to be able to play with it and maybe make some kind of pulley system. So I'm going to get that punch again, and I'm going to make another hole in the side of my tower. I'm going to show you in a minute what that bit's for. First of all, I'm going to glue on my lid. Now, because it's a thin area on the top, I need lots of glue just on that edge. Try and get a little bit on the outside and a little bit on the inside for that purple roof to stick onto. And again, this is going to need some drying. That's nice and dry now. I'm going to put that in the middle. There we go. It's stuck already. There we are, where we've got our tower. Now you're wondering, what was that hole on the side for? I thought maybe you could put a pencil in the hole, and then you could have a pulley hanging up, so you can pull Rapunzel up her tower, up, maybe the prince could stand at the bottom and pull them up and get them up into the top of the tower. Now we just need to decorate it. Now I've got some of my flowers that I've used before. Now some of them are still, oh dear, can't put that down just yet, can I? Let's stand that up just a moment. I'm going to, some of my flowers have got some sticky on the back, so I can stick them straight on. You don't have to have flowers if you don't want to. You could draw leaves. I'm just going to just decorate it now with some of the things I've got at home. I'm going to hold it up in case that roof pops off again. There we go. There we go. Let's do, have I got one? Oh, that one hasn't got sticky on. Let's put a bit of glue on that one. And I think I've got one more sticky one. Yeah, here we are, look. Pull the sticky off the back. You can use whatever you've got at home. You can make your own little flowers. And if that's what your green pen's for. If you want to draw your own or draw some of those leaves going down here, you can draw them yourself. Okay? We're ready. Let's see if this works. Let's put my little person inside my tower. Are you going to fit? Rapunzel, are you in there? Careful, Rapunzel. And you could decorate your little person Oh, a bit tricky. There we go. And there she is inside the tower. You could decorate her, and perhaps if you've got some yellow wool at home, you might have a little bit. I've got a tiny, tiny bit of yellow wool. Perhaps you could make your own Rapunzel to go in there. Or when you stick your pencil in the hole in the side, you could tie some rope to pull them up, and like a little pulley on the side. And there you are. Hope you enjoy making it. Look forward to seeing your pictures of the finished towers.